ABC7 Bangor.
This is ABC7 News at Noon.
Today on ABC7 News at Noon, Maine-based lobstering organizations have filed a defamation lawsuit against Monterey Bay Aquarium. Plus, a man accused of robbing a bank in Bangor pleads guilty and is sentenced to prison. And we'll hear about a Maine-based author that's working to destigmatize mental health struggles. I'm Devin Dagnall, and thank you for tuning in to ABC7 News at Noon. First, let's check with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Hey Devin, happy Tuesday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Luigi and Fredericks across from Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Alrighty, here we are. We have a lot of alerts in effect. This is a winter storm warning that's posted until 8 a.m. Wednesday. A winter weather advisory to the north also lasting until 8 a.m. on Wednesday as well. So both of these lasting through Wednesday. We also have more alerts further down to the south because of the wind on the way too, with gale warnings and storm warnings up running through Wednesday, early Wednesday morning for these storm warnings here, and the gale warnings lasting until about 8 p.m. or so. I'm actually going to pull this map further out towards the south and west, and yeah, some of these will expire at different types of times, so some of them will be earlier than others overall. So moving forward, we're watching the precipitation starting to get closer. It's not quite here just yet. We're going to be waiting until this afternoon by about 3 o'clock or so for the precipitation that will begin to move in, and that will make travel tricky from time to time. Look at all the snow that's near parts of, just to our south and west, near the Boston area. So we're watching this moving in, and we'll watch the snow beginning for us coming up soon. Futurecast for today later this afternoon by about 3 o'clock. We'll watch this area low pressure kind of wobbling and rotating off towards the east. Now it'll bring us some snow and some wind that will develop from time to time. And of course, some of those gusty winds can reach up to 25 miles per hour sustained, with gusts up to 40 miles per hour in a few areas as well. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period. Plenty of snow on the way with temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Devin?
Thanks, Devin. A Bangor man will spend 5 years in prison for robbing a local bank. 32-year-old Donovan Steen pleaded guilty to robbery and theft for holding up the Broadway branch of Bangor Savings Bank in 2022. He made off with an undisclosed amount of cash. Steen had previously served time for holding up the Penobscot County Federal Credit Union in 2011. The judge sentenced Steen to 10 years behind bars with 5 years suspended.
That's in large part due to his own taking responsibility. This could have dragged out a lot longer. Instead, he came in and wanted to acknowledge what he had done at the first available opportunity, and that's what he did today. So he gets some credit for that.
Steen's mother told prosecutors her son has been battling drug addiction and needed the money to buy drugs. He will serve 3 years of probation once he is released from prison. A Baltimore man who's been living in Maine is being held in Penobscot County Jail following a shooting in Bangor. 40-year-old Tyrone Kindred appeared in Penobscot County Court virtually Monday following an incident over the weekend. Police say at about 5:30 p.m. Saturday, Bangor police officers were called to an address on Harlow Street for a report of a person who had been shot. One adult was taken to the local hospital for treatment. Kindred has been charged with possession of a firearm by a felon. No plea was entered, but bail was set at $5,000 cash. The case remains under active investigation. It is unclear when he'll be back in court. The Piscataquis County Sheriff's Office is searching for a Guilford woman who went missing almost 2 weeks ago. Rebecca A. Clark left her house on Friday, March 3rd, to go visit friends in the Boston area. She was supposed to have returned just 2 days later on Sunday, March 5th, but she did not make it back to Maine as planned, and her family has not had contact with her. She was driving a gray 2019 Hyundai Kona with Maine breast cancer license plates. Anyone with information is asked to call the Piscataquis County Sheriff's Office. 2 people are credited with saving the lives of 2 men who fell through the ice over the weekend in central Maine. Firefighters say the men were on an ATV Saturday when they broke through the ice on Pleasant Pond in Litchfield. A passerby say it happened and ran to help them, but also fell through the ice. Firefighters say 2 others witnessed and scrambled to help and managed to get everyone out. All 3 men were extremely cold, but otherwise okay. A wrecker was called to retrieve the ATV from the water. Secretary of State Shenna Bellows presented an award to the Bangor Police Relief Association to celebrate the organization's century milestone. Our Matthew Juroncic has the story.
Former and current police officers gathered inside Bangor's police station lobby to commemorate the Bangor Police Relief Association being around for 100 years.
I certify that the following corporation, the Bangor Police Relief Association, has been duly incorporated as a corporation for 100 years.
This was a wonderful opportunity to celebrate the Bangor Police Department and the Bangor Police Relief Association and the work that they do.
Keynote speakers included Bellows and retired Deputy Police Chief and Association Board Member Robert Welch. The Bangor Police Relief Association was established after the Bangor Police Department was created in 1889. Its mission is to provide support for families of current and former police officers, a true testament to their fraternity. Keith Larby, a current patrol officer at Bangor Police and vice president of the Bangor Police Relief Organization, says the award speaks volumes to how officers care about one another.
It kind of bridges that gap between our retired officers and our current officers. It's very interesting to hear their perspective on what things were like, doing police work in the late 60s, 70s, 80s, and they kind of listen to my perspective on the types of things that we deal with now.
Chip Hodges, a former Bangor policeman of 32 years, says he's thankful to be part of such a tight-knit group.
It was a real honor to just be part of this this whole organization, and it becomes a big family. You've got your own family, then you've got your police family, and it really was an enlightening experience and a career that I enjoyed.
In Bangor, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Lobstermen's Association and 4 other organizations that represent the lobster industry filed a federal defamation lawsuit yesterday against Monterey Bay Aquarium. The lawsuit accuses Monterey Bay Aquarium of making false and defamatory statements about the state's lobstering and fishing practices. The lawsuit comes after Monterey Bay Aquarium's Seafood Watch program red-listed Maine lobster. The listing instructs consumers and businesses to avoid Maine-caught lobsters, claiming that the lobster gear poses a threat to the endangered North Atlantic right whale. The Maine Lobstermen's Association argues that the aquarium's claims are not supported by science and have caused substantial economic harm to the industry, the Maine lobster brand, and Maine's long-standing tradition of protecting the coastal environment and preserving resources for the future.
This defamation against Maine lobsters and Maine lobstermen, which affect individual families' ability to earn a living, has to be rebutted with the truth, and false statements can't be allowed to stand.
Attorney Kevin Libson says the plaintiffs are asking for monetary relief and for Monterey Bay Aquarium to remove Maine lobster from its red list. Democratic Representative Charles Skold of Portland introduced legislation yesterday that aims to make voting more accessible. The amendment, LD 812, would require municipalities with more than 7,000 residents to provide an opportunity for in-person absentee voting on the Saturday prior to Election Day. It would also double the window for processing absentee ballots from 7 to 14 days and give the public more time to request an absentee ballot inspection prior to the clerk processing ballots. Representative Skold said in a statement, quote, "This bill would improve voter access by giving working Mainers an opportunity to vote on the weekend. People who work regular business hours Monday through Friday would have an opportunity to cast their ballot in person at their local town hall. No need to miss work, no need to fill out an application beforehand. Just show up on Saturday to your town hall and cast your vote," end quote. This bill is supported by the League of Women Voters, the Center for Secure and Modern Elections, and Maine's Conservation Voters, among others. The legislature's Veterans and Legal Affairs Committee will hold a session on the bill in the coming weeks. Coming up on ABC7 News at Noon, we'll hear what local police chiefs have been doing in order to hopefully increase application intake. We'll be right back.
Skin your face will envy? With Olay Hyaluronic Body Lotion, 95% of women had visibly smoother skin. Be fearless with Olay Hyaluronic Body Lotion and Body Wash.
It's nothing.
Sounds like something.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol coats and soothes for fast relief when you need it most.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
I was riding my bike just as nice as could be, and I look up and here comes a car in my lane.
I saw Michael hit the car. He flew in the air.
I was in a coma for 30 some odd days. I woke up and I looked down and what's my leg? He had 2 or 3 types of fentanyl in him.
Cocaine and heroin.
Yeah. It's a robbery of life is what it is.
People that are on drugs don't realize it's not if you're going to hurt somebody, it's when.
I'm a great study of when.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Scudic & Bloom, a full-service, custom-designed florist, Main Street in Winter Harbor.
We can deliver one-of-a-kind, full-color flower arrangements
by custom floral designer me, Pam.
Delivering to Ellsworth and surrounding areas for any occasion.
Please visit scudicandbloom.com or call 844-SCUDIC.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
According to reported statistics by Maine law enforcement agencies, there are nearly 300 openings statewide in police departments. And leaders tell us they aren't getting nearly the volume of applications they used to. So, how do you boost your ranks and then help them stay? That's ahead in this installment of Law Enforcement Town Hall.
You know, I just felt like we really had to retool and think outside the box.
Belfast Police Chief Robert Cormier took the helm back in May and says he spent the first few months there working to fill the half-dozen openings in the department.
And maybe recruit the way private industry recruits, you know, heavy on social media, sites like Indeed.
He, along with other leaders, say it takes a broader approach to get it done.
We just really run on an open recruitment basis. We take applications whenever we get them, and we start those folks into our application process, at least getting them up through the background investigation so that we know if it's somebody who potentially has maybe an option for us if we have a vacancy.
Cormier and other department leaders also say more recent hiring processes have made clear that today's candidates are different, and a shift in mindset when approaching them is key.
Really, they're doing their homework now. They're looking at our social media sites, you know, Instagram, Facebook. They're looking at our website. They're doing their homework about the city and the community.
One of the people we have in the academy now was a bank manager in their last job and decided, well, I better do it now because this is the age.
They also realize that attracting potential recruits is about more than just selling them on the position itself, especially when they're making a big geographic jump to come here.
You're not just attracting the officer, you're attracting their family. And, you know, is the community that you're a police officer going to be a good fit for them and their family.
But with so many open positions, competition can be fierce. So leaders have fought for higher wages and other financial incentives. They also know if you don't want to get stuck in a revolving door of recruitment, you have to work to keep your officers.
One of the things you got to push is the work-life balance that the generation that's coming on, that's what they're looking for.
We now have competitive pay. We have good time off. We have very good benefits.
The folks that we have because they're our best salespeople, right? They're the ones who are going to be out there. They're the ones who are going to be able to recruit folks to come and work for us.
At the end of the day, like most careers, it's about fulfillment and the knowledge that the work you do has an impact. It's a message they pass on whenever they can.
We make a difference every day. We try to do the right thing every single day.
So what do you say to would-be hires about coming into law enforcement and that it's still a worthy career?
You make a difference every day when you don't even realize that. I said that one, arrest you make for an OUI, you could be saving a child's life down the road. I said that's how important this stuff is, public safety.
There could soon be more places for people to smoke marijuana in Maine. A bill being considered by the legislature would let more people consume recreational marijuana and/or marijuana products right in the store. If this bill passes, participating stores would have to have a separate section for on-site consumption. Current law allows for cannabis use on private property, and businesses are not included. Supporters say that's too restrictive and has led to people smoking outside where it bothers other people. If the bill is passed as is, interested stores would have to get an approval from their municipality and the state. A Maine author is expanding her collection of work. Amy Morin is a therapist and the international best-selling author of 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do. This Dexter native splits her time between Florida and Maine. This year, she's published the 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do workbook to go along with her self-help book of the same name.
Exercises to build mental strength haven't changed, but the world has changed. So it felt like it was finally time to say, yeah, let's make this workbook and really help people figure out how do I build mental strength and apply these things to my life.
Morin says this workbook is not a substitute for therapy, but a tool that can be used in addition to therapy or by individuals who would not seek treatment. Morin's book is available online. When we return, we'll share the latest concerns regarding the American banking system in the wake of the closure of 2 major banks.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0.
Wow. So soft and smooth.
It's cool to the touch. How did you do that?
Well, we took My Pillow's patented fill and combined it with this new technology that we didn't have back then when I invented My Pillow to bring you the best pillow in history, My Pillow 2.0. Just like all of you, I never imagined that My Pillow could get any better. That's why I haven't changed it in nearly 20 years. Then I heard about a revolutionary new technology, and I knew I had to bring it to you all. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
The My Pillow 2.0 is cooler and softer than the last My Pillow. It is so comfortable to sleep on at night. I look forward to going to bed, and I wake up well rested in the morning.
Sleep is all about temperature and height. My Pillow 2.0's patented adjustable fill is going to give you the exact individual support you need from your head to your bed. And now here's where it gets even better. We've all experienced those temperature-related sleep interruptions where you get too hot, you toss and turn, you flip your pillow over to the cool side. Well, all that's gone with my brand new My Pillow 2.0 cooling fabric that's made with temperature-regulating thread.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time when you buy one, you'll get a second one absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
And cooler, too.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
Visit MyPillow.com.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
There's more fallout after the collapse of 2 U.S. banks. President Biden telling Americans their money is safe. his administration is taking emergency action as some scramble to take their cash out. ABC's Lindsay Watts is in Washington with what you need to know.
Analysts believe the sudden collapse of these regional banks has the Fed rethinking its interest rate policy as it tries to get inflation under control. Customers of Silicon Valley and Signature banks lining up to grab their cash.
No, I'm going to clear it out and learn my lesson, and we're not going to put the money all in one place.
The Treasury, FDIC, and Federal Reserve have taken emergency steps to guarantee all deposits from the failed banks are paid back in full, even those over the federally insured amount of $250,000. President Biden telling Americans they can have confidence in the system.
Our banking system is safe. Your deposits are safe. Let me also assure you, we will not stop at this. We'll do whatever is needed.
But despite efforts to ease fears, people are on edge. Stocks of some other regional banks plummeted Monday, worrying those customers.
I rushed over here and I withdrew all my money, except for $1.
Experts say the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank was partially triggered by the aggressive interest rate hikes by the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve Board is now launching a review of the bank's supervision and regulation. The White House also pushing for tougher regulations on small banks, which Congress rolled back during the Trump administration.
I'm going to ask Congress and the banking regulators to strengthen the rules for banks to make it less likely this kind of bank failure would happen again.
The latest inflation report is due out this morning, and it's expected to show that the inflation rate dropped to 6% last month, lower than January, but still high. Some economists predict the Fed will think twice about another big rate hike in light of the bank failures. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Washington.
Now, to those two major storms bearing down on either side of the country. We sound like a broken record, but California is about to get hit again with flooding rains and winds up to 60 miles per hour. In the east, a major late-season nor'easter could dump feet of snow and cause widespread power outages. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the latest.
It's exactly what they don't need. More rain in Northern California, up to 6 inches more, on top of already saturated ground. Overnight, evacuation warnings issued in Santa Cruz County.
I want to cry, but what's crying going to do, you know? It's just sad.
In Monterey County, nearly 2,000 people already evacuated when a levee failed in the last storm. Some may not be able to return for weeks. Others didn't get out in time.
My neighbor's there. He's like 80-something years old, has no water. Trying to get water to him. They won't even let us take him water.
In this community of farm workers and immigrants, many had little to begin with.
The damage to their homes and their vehicles and their businesses is going to be severe, and the pain is going to be prolonged for many weeks and months.
Farm losses already estimated at $330 million.
Crews taking advantage of dry weather by working on that levee breach, trying to stabilize it before this next atmospheric river rolls in during the day on Tuesday. More heavy rain in a very saturated state. It's going to be difficult managing the added water, to say the least.
On the other side of the country, a nor'easter taking aim this morning could dump 30 inches of snow in interior New York State and New England. New York's governor mobilizing the National Guard. The biggest worry? High winds and power outages. Some 8,000 utility workers already on standby. Coastal flooding also a concern. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Johnny freaking Knox, why you sitting around the camp? Sun is shining, birds are chirping, put down them fiddleheads and let's get over to A&G shooting. They got pistols, rifles, all kinds of boomsticks. They even got some flamethrowers for them brown-tailed moths. While you're at it, flip over them couch cushions and grab yourself some quarters for that wicked cool arcade. They're located right off the highway in Fairfield, right on Redneck Row, right between the truck stop and that big green tractor place. Easy in, easy out, slicker than owl crap through a funnel. So get over to A&G and tell them Bub sent ya.
Max True Value Hardware in Unity is the best option year-round for all of your home improvement projects. Backed by one of the leading paint manufacturers in the United States, Max will color match or custom mix any color for you. We care about your pets too, carrying all of the essential pet products in our store. During those cold winters, we take the extra step to help with wood pellets ready to load on site. We also fill all size propane cylinders year-round. Max True Value Hardware. We take pride in serving our community. Let us know how we can help you today.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. Just go to anthemmainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainehealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
All right, now let's wrap up the show with your full forecast by Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, here we go. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, they are Paramount. Give them a call for a free estimate today. All right, let's get things rolling out there. We're watching winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories that are posted through 8 a.m. as we head towards Wednesday. Because of accumulating snow and wind, that will make travel difficult from time to time, if not impossible, in a few areas. We're also dealing with gale warnings and storm warnings that are posted to the gale warnings until 8 p.m. Wednesday, and also the storm warnings. Some of these until 1 a.m. Wednesday. Other areas will expire a little bit later at about 8 a.m. Wednesday as well. So the expiration times will vary depending on where you're at. 10 to 12-foot wave heights being noted according to the buoys right now. We'll definitely see these increasing with that nor'easter that's currently tracking in. With wind gusts out could possibly reach up to 40 miles per hour, if not worse, in a few spots. We haven't seen a precipitation moving in just yet. It's all off towards the south and west. By about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll see this moving into our neck of the woods. That will be causing some issues with this area low pressure. That'll kind of jog around a bit before it starts to move out of here. So it's going to be kind of a slow mover. But by Thursday, we will be done with the system. We'll dry out for a bit before more active weather moves in by Friday and also into your Saturday. Futurecast showing that snow moving in and gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour at times. We'll catch a little bit of a break from the snow in some spots as we head towards your Wednesday. But overall, we won't be completely done with the snow and the wind until we head towards Wednesday night into Thursday as that nor'easter finally begins to move away. And Thursday will be our only dry day moving forward. So as for the snow, 5 to 9 inches of snow before we're all finished up. So a pretty decent snowfall running this through Thursday morning. So definitely need to be careful out there. The whole state has a chance for some accumulating snow that will cause some travel issues in a few areas. All right, mid-30s today, mostly cloudy with some afternoon snow. That northeast wind getting up to about 35 miles per hour. About 3 o'clock or so, we'll see that snow begin. All right, 30 degrees for tonight. Snow and blowing snow expected. The northeast wind getting up to about 40 miles per hour. Tomorrow, all right, upper 30s snow showers and blowing snow again. The north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Paramount Paving extended forecast. All right, partly cloudy for your Thursday. Highs in the lower 40s. Lower 40s again for your Friday with a chance for rain and snow. Also St. Patrick's Day. And Saturday, rain and snow again. Highs in the lower 40s.
A local school district is getting some new wheels. AOS 91 is adding a new electric bus to its fleet for the Pematech Elementary School. It was made possible through the EPA Clean School Bus program. The Mount Desert School District will receive its third electric bus by the middle of April. Operations Manager Eric Hahn says he's excited about the announcement because of how great the other buses have performed so far. Hahn says he hopes to acquire at least 4 more electric school buses for the system in the near future. That's all for ABC 7 News at Noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Devin Dagnall, and we'll see you this evening on ABC 7 News at 6.
Nonsense
Fibber
meets no nonsense.
I don't buy it.
Judge Judy.
Weekdays at 5 on ABC 7. According to the Natural Resources Council of Maine, the historic dam in Milford is in violation of federal environmental laws. And the statements in response to this data from a spokesperson of the dam and the scientists who are studying the violation are in direct conflict with each other. We'll have the details tonight on ABC 7 News at 6.
You're watching ABC 7.